Hi, I'm Dana Durnford, also known as NuclearProctologist.org, and I wanted to weigh in on ISIS and the rhetoric we see in the media. And ISIS seems to be media's darling, and I want you to take it into perspective. There's around 11,000 ISIS, allegedly. And allegedly ISIS stands for Israel Secret Intelligence Services. But what's not alleged is that for 11,000 Taliban, we had, and still do, 22 veterans committing suicide every day. That's over 80,000 dead. For the Taliban, 11,000 of them, which is the same size as ISIS, we created 5 million orphans in Afghanistan. For the same amount of people as ISIS, for the same scenario that was painted to us as the Taliban, the same number of people, we got 6 million refugees in Iraq and Afghanistan. For those same 11,000 Taliban, we got 20,000 strikes, drone strikes, in Pakistan, not counting everywhere else. For the same 11,000 Taliban, we got 29,000 rapes a year in the military. For that same 11,000 Taliban, that's almost 300,000 in a decade. During the war on 11,000 Taliban, there's millions dead to get 11,000 Taliban. And what you done to Afghanistan, not counting Iraq and everywhere else, is equivalent to coming into Canada to get 20,000 gangbangers and take out the entire country. Take out every bridge, every infrastructure, everything, and replace it with their own system. Take away all the patents in your country, bring in Monsanto, and they get the rights to all the new patents in that country, bring in the corporations, and take over Canada. That's the equivalent. It's no different. Taliban was 10,000, 11,000. ISIS, 10,000, 11,000. Look what they done to the Taliban. And I mean, I'm not even scratching the surface of what they've really done. But you displaced 28 million people. You took away their identity, their social security, their pensions, and everything else. And you claimed there was over 4,000 soldiers killed in combat, but you don't even mention the 5 million orphans. You don't mention the 29,000 rapes a year in the military, 22 veterans committing suicide every day to get 11,000 people. You don't mention the destruction of the entire Ebola, as he should be renamed. Sees no issues in this. It doesn't matter how many soldiers die. It doesn't matter anything. It just matters that there's a war and there's something for you to be scared of. How does 11,000 ISIS or the Taliban equate millions dead, millions missing, millions in refugee camps, millions of orphans? What kind of justice is that? What kind of protection is that? How are you protecting a country or a society when you level it? But I mean, it just doesn't stop. 500,000 is a completely useless number. The entire country is destroyed. All 28 million people in that country every piece of their identity or history and their future has been destroyed. Every building there is shot with depleted uranium rounds. That A-10 Warthog, that's all that shoots is dirty bombs. That's all you've done down there is shoot dirty bombs into that country. If you don't understand what that means, think about this one. 5.5 million rounds a month to get 11,000 Taliban. Every month for 9 years. That's your government's numbers. That's your government statistics saying they need more bullets. 5.5 million bullets to get 11,000. Imagine if you shot 5.5 million bullets in Iraq or Afghanistan. Just think about that. Think about what you've done to two countries is the equivalent of destroying Canada, New Zealand, and Australia for 20,000 gangbangers. It's no different. And the A-10 Warthog and all the other things down there are only shooting dirty bombs. All based upon 100% lies. Think about this picture of them getting Osama. That's faked. That's staged. That's a myth. But they put that video out there right across the planet in the first 6 hours. Everybody's seen that picture. At a 500 terrorists study with Mother Jones, Almost all of them had FBI and CIA handlers that gave them the money, gave them the equipment, gave them the knowledge. Look at this congressperson up here, and you can't see me, but look at that congressperson with his feet on a coffin. And think about how all the people drank the Kool-Aid, and they just drank it up and sucked it up, and you don't put it in the equation of 11,000 people. You want to wreck 28 million people's lives to save them, destroy, kill a couple of million, put millions in refugee camps, take out the entire infrastructure, and leave them with nothing and no future and dirty bombs everywhere. And you want to do the same thing with ISIS, and the media won't give it up, and all the pundits are jumping on board of it. You know, what can I say to you outside of, you know, one of these days you're going to get sick of looking at your children getting groped for the same 11,000 alleged terrorists that were created and funded by the CIA to overthrow Saddam, to overthrow whoever else down in the Middle East. Just think about, Iran has 49 bases around it. 49 military, American, fully stocked with nuclear weapons, biological, chemical weapons. 63 cents on every tax dollar that the Americans got go to war. At what point are you going to stop? You just can't keep killing everybody out there and faking it, and then turning around saying we got to grope everybody because after you killed millions, displaced millions, put millions are missing, millions in refugee camps, millions of orphans. That's not enough. Now you got to grope everybody's kids because one of them might be Taliban. So it never ends for 11,000 people. Why don't you just destroy every country first, and that way ISIS got nowhere to go. Take care. I'm Dana Durnford, nuclear proctologist. Have a